What's up guys, I'm Chirag and welcome to part 12 of the tutorial series on Python basics tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to take you through on dictionary in Python. So basically dictionary is the unordered collection of items and it holds the values or items in the form of key value pair. So basically the key can be any string, number or tuple and it should be unique. And the values can be of any data type. So it can hold the string, number, list, list of list, multi-dimensional list, tuple or a dictionary itself. So basically the dictionary can be defined using curly braces as you can see on my screen. So basically it tells the Python that this is a dictionary while we define any particular variable as curly braces, right? So moving along, so let's have a look. So let's define a dictionary. I will say my dictionary equal to, we will have some employee ID and employee information basically. So we will say 1001 colon and the employee name, let's say Mac. Another employee that is 1002 colon Jeff. And one more which is 1003 colon Alex. So basically this is how you can initialize or define a dictionary. So we can say print my dictionary and we can go ahead and run this. So let's have a look. So I will simply say Python 3 dictionary underscore p12.py, say enter. And as you can see, we have the print statement that is basically printing the dictionary, correct? That is employee ID and the employee name. Correct. Now, for example, I wanted to update a name for employee 1003 because there is some mistake or basically it's a short of his name. So we need to update that. So how can we do that? So it's very simple. We can say my dictionary followed by which employee ID we want to update. So basically we will pass on that value within square braces. So I will say 1003. And what value we want to assign or what value we want to reassign or we want to replace it with. That is, for example, Alexander. And now let's say print my dictionary. So let me clear this and run this again. So now as you can see, this is the old one. And after that we updated my dictionary 1003 with Alexander and this is our updated dictionary, correct? So this is how you can update values or replace values within dictionary using a key, correct? So now let's say we want to add an employee who is a new joinee, he joined the organization and we want to add him here. So how we can do that? We can say my dictionary which key or which employee ID, that is we will say 1004 equal to his name, we will say John and we are done. So we can say print my dictionary again. So let's run this again. So as you can see, this is the very first instance of dictionary. This is the second in which we are updating the name of employee ID 1003. And finally, someone new joined whose name is John. So we added one more employee with an employee ID that is 1004 colon John. So here we need to make sure that the key remains unique. So well, now for example, we want to know the number of employee IDs, right? So how we can do that? So we can say print my dictionary dot keys. So this will basically return all the keys. So that is employee ID in our case. So let's go ahead and run this. Let me clear this again. So now as you can see here, we have the dictionary keys that is 1001 to 1004, right? And similarly, if we want to fetch all the values within the dictionary, then instead of keys, we will say my dictionary dot values. And we will run this again. As you can see, here we have the employee ID that is keys and here we have the values of respect to employee ID, right? So this is how you can fetch keys and values. Now, for example, we want to fetch a value for given employee ID. So how we can do that? So let me comment this. Now here I want to, for example, fetch the name of employee ID 1004 or 1002. So we can say print my dictionary. Now it has got a method, that is get method. We can say get what we want to get. So mention a employee ID that you want to know about. So I will say, for example, 1004, and it should return John. And let's run this again. So as you can see here, we have an outcome saying John, because we are passing employee ID as 1004 and it is holding a value or the name that is John. Similarly, you can pass on certain other parameters or certain other keys or employee ID to fetch such information. Now let's say anyone left an organization and we want to delete that employee from here. So we can say, so we can do it in two ways. So similarly, I mean, many things we can do it in multiple ways, right? So I will show you both. Basically, I will say my dictionary dot pop, and here we will pass on the employee ID. For example, Jeff left. So we will say 1002, and finally we will say print my dictionary. Let me clear this, run this again. So now as you can see, here we have all the four employees, that is 1001 to 1004, and here at the very end we have 1001, then directly 1003 because we deleted 1002, right? So this is how you can delete certain key value pair, right? Now the other way around is that, let me comment this, we can say del, that is a keyword, what we want to delete, my dictionary, followed by the index. So we will say 1001 this time, for example, and let's run this again. And as you can see, now we have deleted Mac, that is 1001. So this is how basically you can delete certain key value pair by passing the reference of the key, correct? Now let's say right now we have name of the employee along with the employee ID. Now we want to add on some other information like age, for example. So as I mentioned earlier, dictionary values can hold a list of list, or it can be a multi-dimensional list, or it can be a dictionary within a list, or it can be a dictionary itself, right? So it can be anything, it can be a tuple. So let's see how we can do that. So let me copy this and paste it over here. I will comment rest of the things, and here we can say a list which consists of name and age. Let's say 22. Again for Jeff we will say 44. For Alex we will say 32, and finally we can print it out. I will say my dictionary, and we can run this, right? So as you can see, it's working fine. So this is how you can have a list as a value. So it can be anything, as I mentioned earlier, right? So well, that's all I wanted to cover in this tutorial as a part of Basics Python tutorial series for dictionary. And as usual, if you want me to do tutorial on any use case or service, then please leave them below and I will try my best to come up with a tutorial as soon as possible. And if you have any queries or comments, then again please leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.